Hey guys, it's Ash. In today's video, we are doing a TBR Jar video. I didn't get to do one for the month of May. It kind of just caught up to me really quick, but we're doing one now for the month of June. I'm super excited. I've also got a beach trip coming up in June, so I need to think about what I would want to read there. We are also doing something a little bit different this time. Not only do I have prompts in here, I also have numbers. And I have been reading quite a bit lately, so I think I want to shoot for a higher number of books this month of June. So we have a book with a title that I love. So for this book prompt, I think we're gonna have to go with The Secret History, just because that's a bit of an intriguing title. I want to know the secret. Let me in on the tea. This is a dark academia book. I have picked this up multiple times and have not read it. It does intimidate me a little bit. It's not my usual genre, but I've heard such amazing things about this book, and I think maybe it's time. Maybe this is the month that I really need to read it in. We're gonna go ahead and choose our second book. There is airplanes or helicopters. I don't really know what's going on, and I've been trying to wait them out for the sound, so if you hear that, my bad, but I'm getting a little impatient. So this one says, a book that has been made into a film. I really need to get more. I've struggled with this one, with this prompt, because I don't think any of these are films. Yep, no, my bad guys, so that one's not gonna work. I haven't looked through these prompts in a while. There's a lot in here. So this one's gonna be a number. So we have number 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Oh my gosh. This one's gonna break my heart. I just read Beartown by Frederick Bachman, and wow, that was I was not expecting it to be that kind of read. It was definitely a bit heavier, but his writing, impeccable. He does a great job of writing, and I've heard great things about this book as well. This is A Man Called Ove by Frederick Bachman. To sum it up, on the back it says Ove's a grumpy man, and he ends up having these neighbors that move in beside him. And it says, what follows is a heartwarming tale of unkept cats, unlikely friendships, and a community's unexpected reassessment of the one person they thought they had all figured out. I'm super excited to add this to my June reads. For our third book, I picked up 2. For our third book, we have the last book on my cart, which is, I'm not kept down here, it's journals and magazines and stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. So I barely know what this book is about. I picked this up back in January because people were raving about it. And I'm not, not that there's a little bit of dust. Sorry, guys. I just dusted this too. What can you do? Anyways, I need y'all to hear me out here. I am in the middle of the Throne of Glass series, and oh my gosh, it's so good. I am on Airfire. Actually, I just finished Airfire. And I'm already just completely in that world, and just look the size of this thing, and I have no clue how many books is in this. Obviously I know it's about dragons, but am I ready to take this on while I'm reading Throne of Glass? Do you know what I'm saying? I guess it's the last book on my cart, so I guess I have to. Please let me know if you have read this and what you think about it. I am really hoping I like it. I felt like I only saw it from people in January, and then I just haven't seen anybody talk about it since. We're gonna read the back so I at least know what I'm reading. So here it says, as an assassin for the rebellion group, Fier de Oth, Rave's job is to complete orders and never get caught. When a rival bounty hunter turns her world upside down, blood spills, hearts break, and Rave finds herself imprisoned by the Guild of Nobles, a group of powerful fae who turned her into a political statement. Crushed by the loss of his great love, Ken Vager took the head of a king and donned his melted crown. Now on a tireless quest to quell the never-ending ache in his chest, a clue lures him into the capital's high-security prison, where he stumbles upon the imprisoned Rave. Echoes of the past race between them. There's more to their story than meets the eye, but some truths are too poisonous to swallow. All right, for our next book, I need a bigger jar. I think a few just fell out. We have number 2. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is actually one I've been really wanting to read. So we have The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by B.E. Schwab. And I have heard great things about V.E. Schwab. This takes place in France, so it says France 1714. In a moment of desperation, a young woman named Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. It will be 300 years before she stumbles into a hidden bookstore and discovers someone who can remember her name, and suddenly everything changes. Now me that don't sound good. That sounds really good. Yeah, I'm very excited about this one. A lot of these books, I will say, they're giving me fall, winter vibes. I don't really have a ton of summer books. Maybe I'll have to pick some up, even though I just went big shopping. I don't know. So this is what we have so far. I do think I'm gonna choose like one or two more. I would usually choose a little bit more, but because of this guy, this is gonna take me a moment to read this. I'm hoping for like a little romance book or something to break this up. So let's see. Okay, I'll take it. A poetry book. I don't think I have any of those either. Like I said, I need to look through these prompts again. So, well, we're choosing another. Oh, I choose two, so I'm just gonna put one down. So we have book number 12 that we are gonna be choosing. So, oh my gosh, perfect. Yes, Funny Story by Emily Henry, which this is a book about, so this girl, her and her fiance, they think they're gonna be the love of each other's lives. Then her worlds get like shaken. He like ends up getting back with his childhood girl or something, and so Daphne begins her new story, and I'm not really sure what happens there, but I read a little bit of the back. I'm super excited that this is going to be one of my June reads because everybody's been raving about it. I feel a little bit left out because I have not read it yet. I've heard this is one of her best books that she's written so far. This is going to be our last book, which is an author you have read before. I've read a lot of these before, so what do I want pretty much? So I've read, this is the second book in the Addicted series, so I could do that. I have also read Sally Rooney's other books, so I could do that. I could do Bride by Allie Hazelwood, which I really am leaning towards. I could also do Fearless by Lauren Roberts, which I'm also really leaning towards because I also want to go ahead and get into that. But again, she's a little thick and I'm dealing with some bigger books over here. Kristen Hanna, loved The Nightingale by her, and I've been wanting to read The Woman. My roommate and friend, she read this, and so we haven't even got to talk about it yet. I could do The Great Alone. I could do Firefly Lane. I'm really struggling with this one because there's so many options. I've decided we're gonna go with The Woman by Kristen Hanna. This is about the Vietnam War. I know my roommate's been really wanting to discuss it with me, so I want to get on it because we both read The Nightingale together, and that was just an amazing, amazing book. And this one got, I think, like one of the best books of the year for historical fiction in 2024. I'm like pretty positive it did. This is what we are going to be reading in June. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh my gosh, my arm just cracked. I hope you guys have a lovely month, a great reading month. Let me know what you're reading. Let me know what's like your favorite book that you see of mine too, because I'll try to get on it quicker. But love you.